Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I'm going to discuss quite a few things in this video, but I want to first give a shout out to several people, starting with the director, writer, and producer Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry built a $250 million studio on a 330-acre property that used to be a training ground for Confederate soldiers in the Civil War. Now this property is owned by a black man, and Tyler Perry is the first black person to own a production studio. And now he's gonna open doors and give a lot of people, especially black people, jobs in the TV and film industry. This is a really remarkable and historic moment, and I'm so proud of Tyler Perry. Now, I want to briefly talk about the BET Hip Hop Awards. I didn't get to watch it, but I did see some videos on BET's YouTube channel, and I did like some of the performances. One of the performances that I liked was Megan Thee Stallion. Megan performed her hit songs Hot Girl Summer and Cash Ish featuring DaBaby, and I thought she did a great job. She had a lot of energy. She had great charisma. Her stage presence was on point. She gave us a little choreography, and I thought she did her thing. I really did. I do wish her performance wasn't so heavily censored, but I do understand that her music is explicit, so obviously she can't say certain words, but I wish there was a replacement for those words. I don't know, that's just kind of my criticism about her performance, but overall she did a good job. And she also won a BET Hip Hop Award for Best Mixtape, so congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion. She has been having a great year. Also, I want to say congratulations to DaBaby. DaBaby had a great night. He took home Best New Hip Hop Artist, and he did perform his songs Intro and Babysitter, and he also performed with Megan Thee Stallion and Lil Baby, so he had a pretty busy night on stage. But I do like DaBaby a lot. I think he's very talented, and he's definitely one of the new best artists out. Also, YBN Cordae and Anderson .Paak performed their song RMP, and I really do like that song. I thought their performance was cool too. I just was not feeling how dry the audience was throughout the whole show. I thought the audience was so boring. They didn't seem like they enjoyed any of the performances. The only time they got hyped is when some of the older hip-hop acts came out on stage, and that is exactly what happened with Saweetie's performance. Saweetie performed her song My Type, and she did put in a lot of effort into her performance. She gave a lot of choreography, but people gave her absolutely no energy until she brought out Petey Pablo and Lil Jon. Everybody got hyped when Petey Pablo and Lil Jon came out and performed Freak a Leak, but they were silent when Saweetie was performing, and I thought that was kind of messed up. But overall, I thought Saweetie did a decent job, and I think it was a great idea for her to bring out Petey Pablo. Also, Rhapsody did her thing. Rhapsody performed Nina and Serena, and it's really a shame that Rhapsody doesn't get enough credit. I thought she really had a good message in her performance, but people were not giving her any energy. The only person I saw co-signing her in the audience was Megan Thee Stallion, at least from what I saw, but Rhapsody deserves more credit. She really does. Also, I did see some of the cyphers at the award show. I thought King Los and Cash Doll killed it, and another teenage artist named Young Devin completely ate her verse. I think she's very talented and definitely somebody that people need to look out for. Last but certainly not least, the icon Lil Kim did receive the I Am Hip Hop Award, and she also performed several of her old songs and a few of her new songs. She brought out Music Soul Child, Junior Mafia, and OT Genesis, and she really did her thing. She had the crowd hyped the whole time, and I really loved her outfit as well. She was wearing this sparkly Angel Brinks jumpsuit. I thought that outfit was super cute and it was a good fashion statement, but I really did like her performance. I would say the only downside to it is it wasn't long enough. She had a lot of classics, but I wish she performed more of her hits from the 2000s, like The Jump Off, Magic Stick, No Matter What They Say, How Many Licks, and even her verse from Lady Marmalade. I feel like she definitely could have performed more songs, and I was even surprised that she left out her hit Get Money. But she did what she could do in the time that was given to her. I am happy that Lil Kim was honored because it's very well deserved. Lil Kim has been in the game for 25 plus years, and she has accomplished a lot, so she definitely deserves this I Am Hip Hop Award. Since I'm on the topic of Lil' Kim, I do want to talk about T.I. comparing Lil' Kim to Nicki Minaj on his podcast show Expeditiously. Now, T.I. and his co-host were having a heated discussion about this list that was released on the internet of the top 50 greatest rappers. T.I. decided to put his own top 50 list together, and he initially claimed that they couldn't have Nicki and Kim on the list at the same time. But after he put the list together, he did include Kim and Nicki, but he and his co-host agreed to put Kim a slot ahead of Nicki.
It's between Lil' Kim and Nicki.
Lil' Kim.
I don't think we can have both.
Well, Lil' Kim then.
I don't think we can have both.
Everybody knows
Because they are a direct reflection of one another.
Nicki would not be here doing the things she is doing if Lil' Kim wouldn't have did that.
I definitely agree with that.
So what? We don't care about that.
Is she okay? All right. She one of the biggest selling artists of all time.
Are we basing that
and
on-
I salute that.
Well, we not no haters at this table, man. But
Lil' Kim gotta go down on this list, guys.
Lil' Kim, you can't do it like that
No,
because
Lil' Kim has too much
she was the bad bitch, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
do a
not
women
BX.
Impact.
Nobody wanted to be a
She helped
big.
Jay-Z how to flow.
Missy Elliott.
Don't
Impact.
play with me. She helped
Missy
Jay-Z how to flow.
Elliott. Missy Elliott.
And do a women list. I think that is.
Women list.
I think we do need to do a women list.
Missy Elliott is up
They
there.
gonna be.
We can come back
Missy
do a
Elliott
women's
like your
list. All right, so this is what we will be doing for the Slide After Bun B.
go Lil' Kim.
We have Lil' Kim or Nicki Minaj. All in favor of Lil' Kim.
This is crazy, yo. I'm voting for both of them.
All right, well, this is a unanimous. The entire table voted for Lil' Kim. Let her have the slot.
Now, there were a lot of people who were upset with this discussion, but people have to remember this is a subjective list. And I'm looking at the list right now, and there's a lot of names on there that I don't see. You know, I don't see people like Mos Def. I don't see Common. I don't see Lupe Fiasco. I don't see people like Queen Latifah, Eve, Rhapsody, Foxy Brown, Missy Elliott, Left Eye, Black Thought from The Roots. And honestly, I'm questioning the placements on this list. Why in the world is Nas at number 8? Nas should be in the top 5 at least. So there is a lot wrong with this list. The order of the list is off, and they also missed out on a lot of people. But this is their opinion, so they have a right to feel the way they feel. As far as the whole conversation between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj is concerned, honestly, comparing Lil' Kim and Nicki is like comparing Biggie and Jay-Z. It all boils down to preference. Both Kim and Nicki Minaj are iconic figures in hip-hop. They both changed the game for women in hip-hop, and they both are talented MCs, so it just really depends on who you like better. Lil' Kim gets an edge for being a trailblazer, and Nicki Minaj gets an edge for being more commercially successful, but we all can agree that they both made an impact on hip-hop. The last thing I want to talk about is JT's release. JT from the City Girls is out of the pen, y'all. She served over a year in prison for fraud charges, and now she's out, and she just released a new single, JT First Day Out. I did hear the song, and the song was okay. I didn't really have any high expectations, but I will give her credit though for being transparent and hungry. And I like the fact that she made it very clear that if you're gonna respect her, you gotta respect her other half, Young Miami. Because there are a lot of people who don't care for Young Miami, but one thing we have to give her credit for is how she held the City Girls down when JT was in prison. If it wasn't for Young Miami, the City Girls would have lost their momentum and they would have fell off. But overall, I am glad that JT is out. She did her crime and she also did the time. So now that she's out, she can look forward to the future and stay focused and do what she really loves to do, which is rap. JT might not be the best rapper, but I respect the fact that she does care about her craft and she does write. And right now she has a lot to prove. So we'll just see what happens with the City Girls from here. I feel like the City Girls are going to pick up a lot of momentum now that JT is out. Young Miami right now is currently pregnant, but she's about to give birth. So once she gives birth and take enough time off for her maternity leave, the City Girls will be back in full effect. And I do believe that 2020 will be their breakout year. Just like 2018 was Cardi's year and 2019 was Megan's year, 2020 will be the City Girls' year. Mark my words, 2020 will be the year that the City Girls go mainstream if everything works out accordingly. Now, if they have another major setback, Honestly, I wouldn't see it working out for them, but as long as they stay focused, I can see them really becoming successful. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.